So I've just quickly popped the back wheel back in. I'm pretty sure the tyre's going to go down, but I want to see how that side stand's looking and whether it needs to be shortened or lengthened or whatever. So let's just pop it back on its wheels and have a look at the stands, make sure the stands are all good. Remember, we had to remodel that side stand. Okay, that seems about right. Have a look at it compared to the other bike. Seems about the same angle. Might even be a little bit more actually. The other bike's been great, so excellent. So I'm happy with that. That tyre's also a bit worn, so a new tyre would lift it up a little bit. I'm happy with that for now. I think I'm really pleased. It's really good. Perfect. Okay, so just a bit of a dry fit of all the brake and torque arms. Pretty happy with that. I'm not convinced this is right. See how that works out. I'll sort that bolt out on the torque arm. The low one sorted and that back plate's all. That's pretty smart. So this is quite a strange construction. I've never seen anything like this before. Normally the primary drive drives the clutch and that just drives the in out of the input shaft, but on this it's the input shaft's in two parts, as you can see. So this part goes through here and this is part of the kickstart mechanism. So I guess it bypasses the clutch on the kickstart, so that even if you pull the clutch in, the kickstart still works. I'll try that. I've never tried it, but I think that's what's going to happen. So this is in two parts. So the clutch actually runs on this bit, and that's the proper gearbox input shaft there. Weird. It's really strange. You can see that the input gear is inside. I knew that was strange when I took it apart. I've never seen it. Normally the gear's on the outside and it engages here onto the clutch. Something like that, normally onto the back of the clutch and the clutch primary drive. But this is actually internal inside the gearbox and runs onto this outer shaft here, which the clutch basket engages onto. It's strange, I'm not quite sure how it works really. Weird. Clever. Okay, so a bit held up now with things, money mostly. I'm going to give the carburetor a good clean. I won't film all of this, it's pretty boring really, and plenty of videos out there on how to clean carburetor. So I've checked it inside, looks really good. So once I've checked it inside, I'll give it a clean on the outside, and then we'll go back inside again and clean all the jets out. One thing is quite good, you see this hammerite here, so whoever daubed the bike in black hammerite managed to get it on the carburetor as well. Fairly impressive. I don't know how you manage that, but they have. Okay, so we've had a tidy up of the garage, and I can't find the tripod now, so everything's going to be on shaky cam from now on. I go clean up the carburetor. It's pretty good really. It wasn't that bad at all. It had, of course, had a bit of hammerite and all kinds of horribleness on the outside, but I've just give it a quick clean and degreaser, and I go over with the mini drill with a little brass wire brushy thing on. There's the carb going, and it's come up a treat. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think we'll give it a good blowout with the airline and sling it all back together. I think it's okay. The only thing I don't like is the seal on the float bowl looks a bit worn. I don't think that's actually available separately, but I think we've got a spare carburetor somewhere, so I think I'll just put it back together, and if it leaks we'll have to dig out the old carb. I'm in the garage today, very horrible weather today, so lighting's a bit rubbish and a bit cramped, but it is what it is. So we've got today, has arrived, the master cylinder and the clutch perch bracket. 16 quid the pair, bizarre. I just don't understand why it's so cheap. As far as the quality goes, the master cylinder's great. It's not fantastic quality, but it is really as good as the Chinese one, so it's pretty, it's just fine to use. It seems okay, it's gone on alright, and it's bled up okay. You can see it's I haven't gone crazy, but I've set it. The clutch perch is not quite the same quality. It feels that the metal feels a bit lighter, so it's obviously some cheaper metal, and the finish is not fantastic, but it's alright. The adjuster just did not work, so I just ran a tap through here and I didn't even bother trying to sort the adjuster out. So I've got a spare adjuster, so I've just put a clean adjuster in, and that's running just fine. As far as the connections going on the ZSB, they just fitted straight on for both the master cylinder and the clutch, so they've fitted exactly, and the mirrors are the right size as well, the 10mm. So that's just gone on fine. I'm expecting that to be fine. The only point I've got is that this brake lever is designed for the larger size nipple on the clutch cable, and I'm not sure which one the ZSB has, whether it's lost the nylon out a bit or it's just the wrong size. So, but I think I've got a spare nylon bit somewhere, so I should be able to sort that out. But that's the only thing just to be aware of there. So it is a bit, you can see it's a bit crudely made and stuff, but it seems to work okay. Clears the switch gear. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. It's gone on and it's bled up all right. Okay, so I couldn't actually find the little nylon thing even. I'm not sure I even had one really. So what I've done, luck would have it, I found a little stainless steel dowel. I think it's like a head guide dowel, probably off an FZ. Cut a small slot in it, and I can't focus that. And luck would have it, it's exactly the right size. It just fits over the nipple, and it's just the right size for the lever. So just cut a slot in it with the mini drill, and a cutting disc on the mini drill, and we're good. Excellent. Superb. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.